Hi there. Thanks for joining us for this video on the North49 Customer Portal. Today we're going to talk about the quick order entry and how that's relevant for your customers. If you're not familiar with the customer portal, it's really a quick, easy, and affordable way for organizations that use Sage 300 to provide self-service access for their customers. And that can be anything from viewing and reprinting invoices to checking order status to paying their invoices online. Today we're going to focus very specifically on the quick order entry pad. So I just want to share my screen here and show you what that looks like. So this is what the customer portal looks like when you've got all the components authorized and licensed. It's whatever you subscribe to is what's going to show up here, or what you've decided to turn on or off through the administration side of the portal. And that's your access as the owner of the portal. You notice that we do have both English and French here. Possibly by the time you're looking at this, we may have Spanish as well. I know we've had a lot of requests for Spanish lately, so that's coming. So the quick order entry pad is really just a quick and easy way for your customers to place orders online with you through this web-based order entry form. Now, this is really intended for your existing customers. It's not really designed to be a business to consumer side of things, because it doesn't provide a deep enough functionality for people who aren't familiar with your products to place orders. If you need that kind of functionality, we do have a full integrated web store product called Webtelligence that we can deploy for you, and it's very deeply integrated to Sage 300, and so your web store can be very tightly integrated to Sage 300. This is really designed to be a quick and easy way for merchants that use Sage 300 to allow their customers to place orders online and to self-serve, like we chatted about before. So in this case, what we're doing is we're going to place an order. I have logged in as a customer. This is me up here, and I'm going to place an order online. Incidentally, this is designed to work very well on a mobile device, just as well as it does on a big computer screen. So we now collapse this into the fold-out menu. And you'll notice that regardless of where I am on this screen, I always have access to the field that allows me to enter product details. But for the purposes of this presentation, I am going to stick with the large one. So I've got all my ship to locations available to me, read live out of Sage 300. And I should mention, we do not store any data on the web, or sorry, on our portal for this customer. It is read live out of Sage 300, and we feed the orders live into Sage 300. So in my case, I'm going to go with an existing location. I'm going to enter a PO here called video, and possibly even request a delivery date of the 24th. And let's do some comments here. This is the demo for the video. Now I move down to enter the item information, and I have this field here, and I will start to type something of the item description or the item number out of Sage 300. And what we will do then is we'll run out to Sage, find anything that satisfies what we're typing. I have to click the either this magnifying glass or the enter key in order for us to go out there and search. And then when that happens, I can simply click on any of the items that show up there, and it's going to come back with a display of what I'm ordering. Now, optionally, you can turn off to display this information. It will just populate that line item straight into the line of that order. Now, this information here, this is the information that appears in those additional item fields that sit inside of inventory control. So we can display that here if you want to do that. We can also display images. Now, optionally, you can have us store these images on the portal. So I guess that is one instance where we will store some data, simply these images, or you have the option to store these yourself, either on Dropbox, through maybe OneDrive, anywhere that we can access from the web. And as long as we know what that file name is, we can serve that up for your customers. So again, whether or not we show that, it depends upon whether you have this checked on or off. So let me just show you what happens when I have that checked off. I'll choose a calculator again. Let me pick this one instead. And now that's just going to add that line straight into the order instead of popping up that other window with the other descriptive information. So you can see we go a little bit of the way toward getting this to be like a web store, but again, it's designed for your customers and not for a business to consumer type of application. Now, when I hit that place order button, this order is going to be sent directly into Sage Order Entry, and it's my option whether that goes in as an order that's active, ready for fulfillment, as an order on hold, or as a quote. And that's a setting that's up to you and however your business process works. Now, because this is a live read and feed, when I go to view that order, I am going to see that order sitting inside of Sage 300. That was a Sage 300 order number. That 78 is a Sage 300 order number. Here was my purchase order number, and here was that comment that I put in there as well. So when I go back to view my orders, what I'm going to see here, excuse me, is that order number, was it 78? Yes, it was order number 78. Sorry, that's popped into my item view, not my order view. So when I look at that order number, it's order number 78 sitting in on hold because that's how I've got mine set up. Now, if this was set up as a quote, what would happen then is it would go inside. Oh, and incidentally, I did get an email internally because I'm the designated email address for that order. I did get that email sent to me saying that somebody has placed an order, and it tells me who placed the order and for what. So I get notified by email. I also get notified on Microsoft Teams. We have integrations into both Microsoft Teams and Slack. So you get an instant notification to the designated folks internally that an order has been placed, by whom and for what. So it's not like it just goes into Sage and nobody knows about it. You get notified in various different ways that you choose to be notified, and that's up to you to set that up. And so if this went in as a quote, what I can do then is internally, someone's going to look at that, make any corrections that need to be made, and then authorize it to be released to the customer. And when the customer comes back in here and looks at this, you'll see his quote is approved. We would then supply a button here that said, turn into order or authorize or approve, whatever you want that to say, and that will then turn it into an active order. So depending upon what your internal process is, you can have quotes, you can have orders on hold. It's up to you to make that happen the way you want it to happen. Yeah, I think that's basically it as far as quick order entry goes. It really is just a quick and easy way for your customers to be able to place an order online with you very quickly, easily, and it's very affordable as well. Now, we've got a lot of other videos about the customer portal, specific features and functionality, and some of the administrative controls that you have. So check out our YouTube channel. We will provide the URL at the end of this video so you can have a look at those. If you've got a very specific situation for yourself you'd like us to talk about, we're happy to do that. Our contact information will be there as well. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we can speak soon.